Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for watching today. Today we are back with another Funko Pop unboxing for you, and this time we have some brand new Funko Pops from the Star Wars series Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Disney Plus show that dropped last year. Now, I really enjoyed the show. I know a lot of people out there maybe didn't quite enjoy it as much. There are a lot of people that are just saying that they really didn't like it at all, saying it's trash. I don't agree with that. I really enjoyed seeing Ewan McGregor back as Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think overall it was a really strong show. I think Deborah Chow did a pretty good job, and I definitely would love to see more of this story continuing because there's a lot of time between the end of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series and the next time we see Obi-Wan in A New Hope. And Ewan McGregor has said he wants to do more, so hopefully Lucasfilm is listening and does more, at least for me. But in the meantime, we do have some brand new Funko Pops for Wave 2 of the Obi-Wan Kenobi show that I'm definitely excited to check out with you guys. Now, before we get into the video, if you guys are new to the channel, you do enjoy Funko Pop content, make sure you go down below, hit that subscribe button. Also, leave a like on this video as well. It does make a massive difference. And if you never want to miss a video, you can always hit that notification bell to be notified whenever we have new videos drop. Now, for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, there was an original Wave 1 of figures. I believe that one had the Darth Vader. There was a Obi-Wan Kenobi pop. There was a pop of Talia, who was like the spy. There was Ice Cube's son, completely forgot his character's name. And then there was Reva third sister. And there were a few exclusives mixed in there as well, but none of those pops were really anything too crazy. I did go for the Obi-Wan Kenobi ones, of course, because we try to have a full Obi-Wan Kenobi collection because it's one of our favorite Star Wars characters, and we have almost every single Obi-Wan Funko Pop. But now with the second wave, we have more Obi-Wan Kenobi and then some of the other characters that showed up in the show. Now, one of those characters we actually already have the pop. We did not add it to our collection, but it did drop at San Diego Comic-Con, which was young Leia. We had Leia with Lola. Definitely a fun looking pop. It didn't seem like it was super popular though, because it is still available on the Funko shop. But now in this new wave of common figures, I think there are some really cool pops overall, but the best pop in the entire set is the Walmart exclusive Darth Vader, where he has his helmet cut in half, just like the final battle in the finale. Absolutely no idea when that pop is supposed to be released. Walmart is not necessarily the most dependable place when it comes to releasing pops on time, so have no idea again when that is going to come out, but when it does, that is definitely one I'll be adding to the collection. But again, some good news that we do have some other pops from this wave here. And the first figure that we have is actually one that I picked up a little bit ago. This is Obi-Wan Kenobi himself. Definitely a cool looking pop with a little bit of an updated look, or at least an updated stance, and he does have the lightsaber in his hand. I think this is definitely a nice one. I do like the look of Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan Kenobi being a little bit older, but not as old as the Alec Guinness version. He does have kind of the longer grown in beard, and you even see some of the wrinkles around his eyes. But his stance is definitely pretty cool, where it's a little bit more wider like he is in a fight, and he does have his lightsaber out in front of him. Now, I did show this pop off before, and the one thing that stuck out to me that kind of bothers me is that the lightsaber is a little bit more transparent in the actual figure compared to the glam shot, which shows a little bit more of a solid blue color. So I just wish that maybe that did come to fruition in the actual pop. Besides that, I definitely am a big fan of this one. And the next pop we have here is another really cool one. I'm surprised it did not put this out earlier, especially as an exclusive, but we do have the common Grand Inquisitor. I think he definitely looks really cool, really villainous right here, and I would have liked to see more of him in the show, and maybe we can see more of him again in the future. Definitely a pretty cool looking figure. I do like the way that he's standing. He is holding his lightsaber, which is just so cool. The way that's double blade. He has the big ring around it too, so he can kind of spin it a little bit faster. The red eyes and the markings on his face too, and it even has the black going around his eyes that just really makes him look super evil. And even his cape looks pretty cool with the red lining on the inside. And now the next figure we have is the Purge Trooper, which is always cool when we get a different kind of trooper, but I am surprised they decided to make another one of these because they did put out an exclusive that did go over to San Diego Comic-Con last year. And I believe there might be another Purge Trooper going to the Funko shop. The fact that these guys were only in the show for like 5 minutes and now they have multiple pops and none of them are really that much different, it is a little bit interesting. But still, it is definitely a cool looking character. The way he's holding the blaster with the red and the black mixed all throughout, I definitely think that looks really clean. And then the next character we have here is a droid that we did see just a little bit. Again, a lot of people probably won't remember him because he wasn't too big in the show, but this is Ned B, but definitely a really interesting looking droid. Ned B looks like he is all beat up, like he has a lot of chip paint all over his body, which is some pretty good detail. He is holding the hammer in his hand. I honestly can't remember too much about the significance that he had in the show. It's been a little bit since I watched it. So as somebody who really enjoyed the show, the fact that I still can't remember what he really did in the series probably means that they should not have made this pop. But it still is a pretty interesting droid. And the last figure that we have here today is an interesting one. This is young Luke Skywalker that we see at the very end of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, where he has the ship in his hand. And by ship, of course, I mean a toy ship that he's playing around with right outside Beru and Owen's home. He definitely looks like the kid that played young Luke Skywalker, but this is not a figure I think they needed to make. And honestly, there's not too much going on with this figure. And now there is actually one figure that we were missing from this set. I just could not get it online for some reason. It's been delayed, but it is the fifth brother, as you can see on the back here. But besides fifth brother, we have every other pop in the set. So there we have it, guys. There's our look at the brand new Obi-Wan Kenobi Funko Pops for Wave 2. Like I kind of said throughout the video, some of these I don't think were really necessary. Young Luke Skywalker, Ned B, Purge Trooper, didn't need to make them, especially since you already have a different Purge Trooper, multiple different Purge Troopers that you've made throughout the years. Now, Obi-Wan Kenobi makes sense to do another Obi-Wan, especially with him in a different pose. Grand Inquisitor is definitely a really cool one as well, but I think maybe doing some other characters maybe in a different way, or maybe even making that like Darth Vader exclusive to Walmart a little bit different, or maybe just make these two and just make them exclusives. That's it. You don't need a whole nother common wave. But as big Star Wars fans, we have to fall into the trap. We have to try to pick up the pops, especially if it is Obi-Wan Kenobi. But now I do want to throw it over to you guys. What do you think about these new Obi-Wan Kenobi Funko Pops? Did any of you guys out there pick up these figures for your collection? And what did you think about the Obi-Wan Kenobi show? I would love to hear about your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, if you guys have not done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also leave a like in this video as well if you enjoyed it. And of course, you can always hit that bell to be notified whenever we have new videos drop. But thank you guys so much for watching today. And as always, we'll see you again real soon.